So, welcome back. This is Phil Harrison, Jordan Shepherd. I reckon this is going to be a ridiculous standard. If anything, if the last match is anything to go by, then this should be just as high a standard. I mean, that's pretty hard statistics to try and run up to. John McAllister's 5 break dishes, 4 reverse dishes. Ouch. I wonder what the statistics were for Farnsworth's game. 11-0 against Lee Clough. Savage. So we've got Phil Harrison to break first. This could pretty much turn out to be a battle of the breaks, this could. Hope you're enjoying the show so far. Okay. So, I'm going to be joined in the commentary box by Declan Brennan, who I believe has just beaten Tom Cousins. Give me a moment. How you doing, How you doing, Declan?
Yeah, I'm doing alright, yeah.
Good, good. See, you just had a rather good result.
I did, yeah, a good result. So, yeah, played well. Tom made a few mistakes, unlike him, but just had to take my chances when I got them.
Yeah. Nice little scalp.
Yeah, nice.
There's I don't know if you're paying attention to the other scores as well, but Farnsworth just had an 11-0 against Lee Clough.
I spoke to Farnsworth there, he told me. Unreal, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's flying at the minute, he's the man on form.
Yeah, he is, definitely.
So, yeah.
We also had John McAllister v Scott Gillespie in here. And
Yeah, that was a big win for John as well, 11-3, my God.
11-3. John had 5 break dishes, 4 reverse dishes.
Yeah, well that's the tables are playing so good here. If you're breaking well and the balls are opening, like it's just their dream to play on. So
yeah,
it can happen on these tables. Just you get on a run.
Good to hear.
I watched Jack Whalen was playing Cian Mann on the table next to me, and Tom and Cian was playing really well at the start. And just I think he was 5-4 up, and then Jack won 6 in a row. So
Ouch.
Yeah, but Cian's definitely he's a young man coming up in this
Yeah,
game.
one to watch for the future, isn't he?
Yeah, 100%. It's the first frame. Yeah, is it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, for Cian to be 16 years old and
Yeah, he's
taking frames off these big boys is...
he's doing everything right. He's putting himself in all the tournaments and playing all the best players. So he's gonna improve all the time. And if any of the other younger players follow suit, then it's the best way to learn your trade, because...
Yeah, it certainly is. How old are you now?
Just 26.
26.
Yeah. Some people call me a young, but I'm not that young.
Bit like Whelan, baby-faced assassin.
Yeah, yeah. I get away with 21, so I do.
Must be that Irish air.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully it sticks with me.
Well, that didn't work on George Tierney, did it?
No, George had a hard paper round. It's tricky enough. He just drops us in and takes the red up into the top left. So look, should be okay, to be honest. If you just avoid that yellow on the cushion, I think he can.
Yeah, it looks like it.
You don't know Phil. Sometimes he scratches his head and then he gets down and he's perfect. You know,
Yeah.
It's just
I do find players like that frustrating.
Oh, yeah.
It's like they're like, oh no, they're like kicking themselves and they get down and it's just like,
he's just
why were you kicking yourself?
Yeah, sometimes Phil can do that, so you don't really know sometimes. But obviously he can't, because
Mick Hill's the same.
yeah,
we were talking about that yesterday. That he, if he runs even slightly out of position on the way that he's pre-planned the route, he gets
Yeah.
really frustrated.
Yeah, well, that's true. There's the top players would probably call themselves perfectionists, so if they don't have the cue ball exactly where they want it, they do get annoyed a wee bit.
Yeah, he's annoyed about that
He's,
again now. Look,
yeah, he's
he was
actually
playing for. I think he was playing for the bottom one of these two reds.
yeah. He's if he gets through the gap there, he should be okay between red and black. I don't think taking the red next to the yellow is any good to him now, because
No.
if he's got the gap, I think he's okay. Doesn't like it. Maybe it's a bad angle or something. I don't know.
Maybe he's having to swerve it a tiny bit.
The thing with these cloths is like the sort of shots he's trying to stun now. It's very hard to judge because the tables are so quick and so reactive, and if you don't hit it right at all, you can lose the white anywhere. So this is probably why.
So we've got the Facebook comments
All right.
coming up down here.
Hello.
So there's
All right.
Lou Wiggling saying,
How you
is
doing,
that
Lewis?
Yeah.
You gonna give this pool a go, kid? Gary Clark, how's Gary? Gary was 9 each the last time I seen. Or is he?
2 secs.
He's 10-9 down. Gary Clark is 10-9 down at the minute to Kyle Brown.
Oh, he's just lost 11-9.
He's just lost 11-9.
See, look, there we were saying about Phil
Yeah.
not being happy, but I mean,
Yeah, he just screw this red in across, back across for the black into the opposite corner. Right, play for in the middle. Shot.
nice to have you on the mic, by the way.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm staying with Jordan this weekend, so I am. He's put me up for the week.
All right.
So
Savage weekend then.
might as well sit and commentate on this game while I'm waiting for him.
Buzzer v Liam would need a calendar, not a shot clock. Brilliant.
Cheers, Tony. Yeah, good one. Just keep going.
So that was off the break, I believe.
Was it off the break? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan had a good win last night against Boyle. That was a cracking first round tie, wasn't it? So
Yeah, that was a great match.
yeah, I was playing at the same time, so I never seen any of it. There's so many good players now. It's really just have to play well. So many good players. You're always going to run into tough players everywhere you go.
So if you keep an eye on that, there's quite a few people that are talking to you, obviously, because
Yeah.
no one's had you on the mic before.
Yeah.
There's people that want to ask you questions, and they're saying well done for earlier. I mean, obviously you don't have to, but
Ben, I've got John McAllister next. So that'll be another tough game. He's obviously playing well. Beat Gillespie 11-3.
I'm well up for having that on stream.
Yeah, it'll be a good game.
Yeah, it will be a good
I
game.
played John once before, actually in the Supreme event, one of the Supreme events there last year. Beat him 11-10. It was a great game. So it should be a good game if both of us play our top games.
Yeah. So Simon Christian Evans, who's buzzer? It's Brian Halcrow. He's a veteran of the game. And a very nice gentleman to boot.
Oh yeah, Brian's gent. Jordan's gone red, so he's going to use one of them reds to kick his awkward red out. Should be getting these. Fancy Jordan to get these.
So last night we witnessed some of the first safety play that we've ever seen Jordan play.
Is that right?
Yeah.
He never told me about that.
Yeah, unreal.
No, I asked him how his game went. He never mentioned anything about safety.
We were shocked.
Yeah,
If they weren't on, he actually
you didn't.
played the ball safe instead of just
I
going
didn't-
balls out for it.
I didn't know he had that in the locker, to be honest.
No, neither did we.
No.
We thought it was just attack.
Yeah. It's tricky enough now. He's just dropped this red in. He needs. He doesn't want to be leaving the red to kicking out the red in his last ball. He wants to get it out now in the next shot after this.
Yeah,
It's
for
just
sure.
whether he can run it through far enough to get a decent angle. Yeah. I missed that red because he had to just run it through a wee bit.
Yeah.
Still
yeah.
tricky.
I was going to say these aren't necessarily easy because of that same situation up there.
Yeah. Still reds are. I think a fella, if he can drop that first yellow into the middle, if that yellow passes the black, he could maybe kick his bad yellow out. But he's depending on a bit of luck to land nice. I don't think it does go past, does it?
No, it doesn't look like it.
No. I don't think so. Not in the camera angle, in it, but it must do. If he's looking at it, he's lining it up, so it must go.
Actually, from the overhead, it does look kind of like it's.
Yeah, it's very tight, but if he's obviously had a look at it, so if he's looked at it, it must go. So. Yeah. If it doesn't go, it'll be interesting to see how Phil goes about just trying to gain advantages in this frame. Yeah, so it obviously goes. I think he's run a bit too far here.
Yeah, he's relatively straight on that.
Yeah.
I think at best he might flick the red.
Yeah.
But it'd be tough to flick the yellow.
Well, he's just going to have to stun it in with a lot of power, but he's not going to have enough. It'd be tricky to get enough pace into the white to get the yellow out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He's,
Ooh. Run on a bit there, isn't it?
I'm not sure he can even get a double now. Looking at it.
Well, I don't know. Looking, I think with a bit of left hand side, he can probably get the double. But getting on the other ball is, however,
Phil's probably one of the best doublers in the game. So, I'm just by looking at it, I'm not sure the double's on. It looks like a double kiss to me. I don't think it's on. But I'm not the best at doubles, so.
with a fair amount of left hand side,
Yeah.
he can draw it round. But as said, the only problem is getting on the other yellow.
He could maybe. It's best maybe being off the red. Maybe be. Oh, he's gone out.
Oh, he's
What a
played
shot.
that mint.
Honestly, didn't think that was on. What a shot. He's actually if
He actually played that as a cross double, didn't he?
if he's straight in this yellow, he's been a wee bit unlucky because he can't really do anything with the white being there. But
He's got a little bit of an angle.
yeah. Oh, that's an interesting one there. Why has he done that?
Oh, it still goes.
It still goes.
Yeah. It's a thin cut, but it goes.
Foot in the black is a wee bit higher up the table. Yeah, got it right. Yeah, Jordan being annoyed with himself that frame because I fancied him get them reds.
Yeah.
What other good games have we got on there this 3 o'clock session? Is there?
We have got Ross Verney v Scott Ross, Jordan Church, Neil Raybone,
That's good.
Shane Webster, Christy Caulfield, Steve Webster v Dom Cooney, Joe Hutton v Brian Halcrow, Michael Tomlinson and Paul Sylvester this game, and then Gavin Robinson v Jason Morris.
It's a big game this between Phil and Jordan. Just by looking at the draw, you would have them a heavy favourite to qualify. Whoever comes through this game, just by on paper. Obviously,
Yep.
it doesn't always go that way, but they would be fancying their chances. Seems to be Church and Raybone's going to be a good game as well.
Yeah, and we haven't had Jordan Church on this stream before, I don't think.
No,
Raybone was on first game yesterday. Played a good game.
he hit them really well. So I think reds look good from just first glance. I know if he can get the white tight on the top cushion. Black's a little tricky. If the two reds in the middle of the table, I'm not sure.
There's only one problem on yellow as well, as it goes.
Yeah, the yellow on the right hand cushion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's got a tricky starter on yellows, isn't he? There's no obvious pot. Well, like,
Yeah, I'm not sure whether that. I think that one, the bottom right hand side yellow. I think that might pass.
I think if he can drop the red in the middle, yeah, as he's looking now, I think that's the way I go. Obviously, it's a tricky position, but player Phil's class, you'd still back him to get them with his cue ball. So Phil is the Higgins of pool. Totally agree. Absolute solid player. Yeah. I remember last year he won one of the Supreme events and he lost first round, so he came through all the losers. And my God, tired thinking about it. When he came through,
Yeah, it did.
and it wasn't even the draw he had was silly as well. It was like all.
Yep.
It was just a line of players. Like he could win the tournament round
Yeah.
after round, and he
Yeah.
just came through the lot. Just gonna take the. It's a tough finish this now, I think. Scott Hunter, he'll milk it for 10. He does like to give a wee head scratch now and again, Scott. He got that one. Oh, made a difference. I don't think that went. Still tricky. Yeah, played that nice. Wonder if he run it off the side cushion here or just stun up. I think he's just stun up. Try maybe stun into the L. I think the black goes into the right corner, doesn't it? Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
There's no problems then, really. Just get this positional shot right. Ooh.
He's come a bit far, but I mean, if
I
he
think
holds on the yellow now, he
yeah,
can still
he's-
take it into the middle.
He's fine. He just drops the red in onto the yellow. He's got the black in the middle.
He's not happy about it though.
Oh, he's never happy. No.
I think the black might go over the top as well. Oh, I don't know. That's a bit tight.
Yeah, I think it's
definitely going in the middle.
Yeah, he just drops it in onto the yellow. Yeah. Shabby enjoys this here now. He's dying from the pot that's red and black. He knows he's going to get it in. Sitting with in a lot of pain over in that corner.
Yeah. It literally looks like he just wants to go to sleep and he's just going to get on with it. Come on.
Let's see. He's screwing, is it? Oh. Interesting. I thought he could drop that onto the yellow. Obviously not. He tried. Still fancy him to get the black. Nope.
He's missed it.
Yeah. I thought he would have dropped that on. Well, maybe. It's hard to tell from these camera angles at times, but I thought just dropping it onto the yellow was the shot. Could be a big turning point already so early in the game, because you don't want to give Shabby any sort of chance to get his get on a run, because he is dangerous on these tables.
I don't think there's any way whatsoever that these aren't getting potted.
Yeah, well, he did. I never say never. It's always you always want to get the first frame on the board just to settle down a little bit. No matter.
Although he did just shake his head as well.
Yeah, no, he's going about these a funny old way here. He's now made these yellows missable because still should get it, but just drop it in and leave the yellow to the middle. Come round off 2 cushions.
It's funny, isn't it, how sometimes when you've got the simplest of looking finishes
you have to
on,
be.
you all of a sudden you have to really take account of yourself for a second and connect the dots, because it can really go wrong, can't it? All of a sudden you've just gone bang bang bang. Oh no, hang on.
Yeah.
Damn.
Sometimes I tend to actually take a little bit longer on the simple finishes, just because it is very easy to make that mistake.
Yeah. That's a good shot.
Yeah, it's a good shot, yeah. It's just a little bit of pressure on this, because it should have been a formality to finish, and just steadying himself. He knows it's a big pot. Oh, he's messed up. Yeah, and you just had a feeling. He was rolling out of position, and leaving that to the last yellow was a lot more pressure on that last yellow, especially with the black over the hole.
Yeah.
He just doesn't look settled at all.
No, he's not.
No.
Definitely agitated.
Yeah. Phil will feel like he's won about 3 frames after winning that.
Yeah.
Just an absolute gift. No. Usually dry or white goes in or something after. No, he's got one. You make a mistake, usually the balls don't forgive you. Yes, Gemma, his head is definitely rattled, I would say.
However, I reckon that's going to have made him angry enough to possibly clear these just out of anger.
It could do, but
you know how sometimes
I think
it winds you up so much when you do something wrong that it kind of, your head can just go and ping a little bit, but it's enough for you to just to go, right, this time, bang, 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 and you just get in the zone all of a sudden.
I think it's important not to fall into that mindset trap as well, though, because you then end up playing the wrong shots and it just snowballs sometimes.
Yeah.
This finish isn't really on, to be honest. He should be playing safe. So he should. Yeah, he's taking that pocket anyway, sort of. Phil's a world rules player, so tactics wouldn't be any problem to Phil.
No. So are you from World Rules or Babel background?
Not really, if any. I've played a lot of snooker for a lot of years, yeah.
Okay.
I did start off playing World Rules just because that's what was played where I lived, you know. So
yeah.
I've played in Blackpool twice over the years. Played maybe 4 or 5 years ago with under 23s. And then I played last year with the men's team. But I'd say the black ball would definitely suit my game a lot better. Like Phil played that shot, and he made that look so easy to hang that pocket.
Yep.
It's such a difficult shot to play.
It is, isn't it? Oh, it's actually more difficult to hang a pocket than it is to pot it.
I'm absolutely terrible at them shots. I can't. I just
Totally
can't.
agree with you.
Yeah, just get the pace right now. Left the skill shot, but
That's a good shot from Jordan.
yeah, if you can see
Nice.
if you can see the bottom yellow, he can kick his bad yellow.
That's really irritated Phil.
Yeah, Phil's not used to being able to accept them sort of shots, is he?
Yeah.
Usually in world rules,
He's played that well.
your massive favourite, the shot Phil played, but in black ball, he just get rid of that red
Yep.
straight away.
Yeah. He's probably sat there going, bloody
Yeah.
black ball rules.
Thing is, if you get the ball dead over the hole, it's not a difficult shot to play.
No, it's not.
Especially on these cloths, to slide in. You almost want to get the ball sitting on the jaw, so you can't get it. But
Yep.
yeah.
But there was us saying that hanging it over the pocket is difficult enough.
Oh god,
Getting it to sit exactly how you want it over the hole.
Yeah.
Now that's a whole different story.
No, I just roll them in. Even when I'm trying not to pot them, they fall in somehow.
Good. Come on then. Confident pine.
Yeah. It's just getting a little bit wound up because obviously there's toilet to our right, you see, so people do be walking past.
Yeah.
He's stalling this in. Can miss this shot.
Good lad. Well composed.
Yeah, he needed that one after losing the last frame. But it is.
I've got a spare mic. I might go and give it to him, and if anybody walks past, he can just smack him over the head with it. What do you think?
Yeah. It is. I played Ronan last event on Stream Table, and it is sometimes hard to keep your focus because obviously there is a toilet and people are walking through, and there is certain shots, where you can't get in your head.
Jordan, this is for when people walk to the toilet. You can just throw it at them.
It's dry this time.
He's actually got a big break on him, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's lining up the shot now and lifting his head off the cue.
Yep.
Just to get that bit more power. Seen Scott Gillespie was doing that a while back.
Yeah, he was.
I'm not sure if he's still doing it, but he was definitely doing it a while back. It's just to give you're able to hit the ball a bit harder.
Yeah, you are definitely.
But it's just keeping the weight on line's the problem then when you're such a...
Yeah, I used to break stood up a little bit more, and I found that with a little bit less control.
Yeah, it's such a... Oh dear, what's happened here? It's just fudging. He's got lucky there. I don't even know what he played, to be honest.
Brilliant. Paul Hurst, I love watching him. You never know what's going to come next, a break dish or a tantrum. Quality.
Oh, he is, yeah. He's a viewer's dream, Shabby.
Cheers, John Daly. Just said good stream, guys.
So have we got many viewers for this game, have we?
We have... Let me have a look. So we're actually on Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah.
We've got 339 currently watching,
On
340 on Facebook.
Yeah.
And and 221 on YouTube.
Alright.
Welcome aboard, everyone. If you can share the stream,
Yeah.
that'd be good. Get it out to a few more people.
Certainly, if you want to watch good pool, these two boys are as good as any to watch.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think we're going to have a bad stream game in this field at all. There's always
No.
games where it's just they're great matches. Just going to try and weld them in behind the red here. Sneak. I think Shappy could maybe double that yellow
Left
across.
him it, yeah.
doesn't want the yellow to drop in. He just wants to get it over the bag. Yeah. Just came out maybe a bit. I think it might have just come out enough for the red to squeeze in. Looks a bit tight, but judging by Shabby's reaction, I think there's just a bit of a gap there for that red to squeeze in past the yellow.
So I'm going to be quiet for a minute. I'm just sharing the stream to a few places.
Yeah, no problem. It's a good shot. Made that look easy. That was a great touch, just to get that red welded into the corner. Shabby's not going to be going for these, surely, is he? Maybe if he drops that yellow in, he could get. Well, he might be going for it if he can leave the skill.
He's definitely eyeing it up, isn't he?
Yeah. Darren Burrows Lakin isn't here this weekend. He's well, I'm not sure what.
He said on stream last night that he's booked in for all of it, but he just couldn't be bothered to play this weekend.
Yeah, that's good enough reason, I suppose.
Fair enough, isn't it? Each to their own.
Just gonna. You'd fancy the red falling, wouldn't you? How's it look? Just rookie enough last night. Phil just give me looked over and gave me a smile there, because he's probably not used to this sort of pool, you know.
Yeah.
Just complete flat.
Smash.
Oh my, he hasn't even hit hard enough. Just made it. I'm actually not sure whether he tried to pot that. I'm sure he tried to pot that.
Yeah, you'd have thought so, wouldn't you?
He hit it that bad though, it could make me question whether he tried to pot it.
Well, I was going to say that there we go there again. As I said as I said earlier, he was playing some safeties yesterday.
Yeah, well.
Which is it realistically all that was missing from his game.
Yeah.
That and a little bit of patience, maybe.
And his temperament can be questionable at times, but
again, I think it's great to watch.
yeah, no, that's what it is. He's misjudged that one, Phil. You don't see Phil shots like that normally.
Do you think? I mean, I know when a player plays slow, it unsettles the faster player.
Yeah.
Do you think that it also unsettles the slower player when,
course,
like
yeah.
in Phil's situation, where
Yeah.
all of a sudden he's got Jordan just going crash bang wallop?
Yeah, of course.
Add some of this. You think you cover in that pocket, you're not.
It works both ways. It sort of maybe makes Phil question whether to go for it or not, because he doesn't. Because obviously he knows Jordan's more than likely going to go for the finish all the time, and Phil feels if he tries to play a tactical shot, even if he plays a good one, he still might get another chance, so it might force Phil into attacking more than he'd be used to.
Yeah.
So it's I actually spoke to Phil about that. You know, he said he's had to change his game a wee bit to keep up with all the young boys, as he says. He seems to be doing all right.
Yeah.
Played a good shot there.
Yeah, that is a good shot. Although perhaps only a temporary tie-up.
I quite enjoy watching these frames actually, because I know viewers like just seeing breaking dishes and stuff, but to see the two top players trying to outthink each other is quite interesting as well, rather than just
You know what?
fun, you know.
Our most popular games, stream-wise,
Yeah.
our most interactive games are actually the ones that are from lower quality players.
Yeah.
So the ones where there's a bit of drama and you
Of
don't
course.
necessarily know what's going to happen next. You
Yeah.
don't think there's going to be a break dish next. It's not like, oh, will he break dish
Yeah.
this one? Will he break dish that one? It's more of a case of, oh my god, what's he actually going to do here?
Yeah.
What has he just done? You know,
Yeah.
and there's that
Oh, it's just
that moment of,
anything mad
oh
can
my
happen.
word.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah,
I just
brilliant fun to stream.
definitely.
Brilliant fun to interact with the crowd as well. And I mean, there are a lot of people that will be giving it the big one and saying, "Oh, these guys are rubbish," and blah blah blah. But actually, when you divert the attention away from that and you make people realise that it is a lower standard game, it's
Yeah.
not the breaking dishes. But why is there not room for that on stream? There
Yeah.
should be.
No, there should be. Everybody, it doesn't matter what level you are, there's always going to be tournaments for everybody's level, and no matter what sort of game it is, if it's a level game and two players are off similar handicaps as such.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, there's a lot of decent banter and decent comedy that comes about. That's a great shot.
Yeah.
Decent comedy that comes about from those
Oh yeah,
lower end games as well.
yeah, certainly. Phil sort of has Jordan in a lot of trouble here now. Not quite sure.
However, look at his demeanour now.
Yeah.
Now he's focused
Yeah.
and he's thinking about it.
Yeah.
He's not frustrated.
No.
There's none of that left in him. It's gone.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see, because I think it's important for Shabby, because obviously he is such a talented player.
Yeah.
And sometimes his temperament can make losing matches, you know.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people like that actually. That've got that kind of temperament. That
Yeah. I think he was forced into that, really.
Oh,
Uh,
nearly had the fluke.
he's still got that yellow. Makes it still tricky for Phil. I think maybe the red in the middle of the table, he could maybe squeeze in off the yellow. You still fancy Phil to be able to drop onto that red into the left corner, even if
Yeah.
he had to. But it's just a little bit of work to do.
A little bit of a funny question,
Yeah.
but do you think that it could be an advantage to some degree in Phil's situation and in Carl Morris's situation, not being able to hear as much with a sport like this? Because I used to do martial arts with someone who was blind, and
Right.
actually they were amazing at it
Yeah.
because they were just feeling the energy of the other person, and it was Wing Chun, so it was all about energy
I
transitions.
actually, in my opinion, I actually prefer. Oh, he's lost the cue ball. He's got lucky here, has he? I think he's actually got onto it in the middle pocket.
Yeah, it has.
Well, it's just a tricky pot. But
It's a bit of a cut, isn't it? But
he's lucky to even have a shot there. He played that terribly. Yeah, back to your question. I actually like a bit of atmosphere, you know. I don't like it silent, you know.
I get that.
Yeah,
I totally get
I
that.
like a bit of the atmosphere, you know.
But for the sake of not being distracted, I mean, I think that either a lot of noise or absolutely no noise.
Yeah, the only thing that distracts me is maybe somebody walking into my eye line or something.
Yeah.
Sound wouldn't distract me. It's and when you're focused, you sort of don't really hear anything anyway. It's just like so I wouldn't say it's an advantage. And I definitely would rather be able to hear properly.
Oh,
you know.
obviously.
Yeah.
But I just mean, obviously, things have their advantages and disadvantages.
Yeah, he's played that well. Jordan will be a bit sick because he dropped onto that red nicely. Just gonna go for the bathroom break here.
Sure thing. Disclaimer, don't want anybody to think that I was just saying that being deaf is an advantage. I was more so pointing out the fact that not being distracted as easily could be. I've at times played with earplugs in my ears and find that to be favourable. Some people like to listen to music because it drowns out the ambient noise. So when he comes back, if any of you have got any questions for Declan Brennan, then feel free to fire them over on Facebook. I'm now thinking that I could do with another screen just to have YouTube up as well, to add to the 4 that we've already got in front of us. He's been a bit unfortunate in how they've landed there. I opened them up nicely, but then they've clumped together again. He's actually not really got a lot on now. He's going to have to try and play some kind of safety. Well, what do I know? That's a great pot. So Jackie Boy Mason says yes with the Wing Chun. Yeah, she really was fantastic at it and one of the best students in the class. I think once one of your senses has gone or is limited, then the others are heightened quite a lot, and I think that can, in certain circumstances, work out to your advantage. And if he makes a clearance from this, that'll be seriously impressive. Ouch. It's not going to be happy with that. Greg Bonar, we don't know who's on the stream after this match at the moment. I will update you shortly. So in the news, Christy Caulfield's just gone 6-1 up on Shane Webster. Steve Webster's 7-2 up on Dom Cooney. It's 2-1 to Joe Hutton against Brian Halcrow. 3-2 to Michael Tomlinson against Paul Sylvester. And it's obviously 4-1 here. Gavin Robinson is 5-2 down to Jason Morris. And Ross Verney's leading 3-2 against Scott Ross. Neil Raybone 7-5 up against Jordan Church. Looks like Phil's got a nice little angle to either disturb or just drop onto the left-hand ball to put it in the middle. It's gone for the disturb. So, who would you guys most like to see on the next two streams? Drop your votes in. Let's have a look. Phil's getting frustrated because he's not got the position that he wants, and he's not liking the fact that I think the white ball could be travelling towards the other pocket, the other bottom pocket. Jordan's there going, looking as if, what's he worried about? What's he thinking about? Why isn't he just putting it? That is 5-1 to Phil Harrison. Looks like I might be joined back by Declan Brown.
Just went to get changed there.
Back again and refreshed.
Yeah, just got changed out of my clothes to relax a little bit. Phil won another frame there, has he?
Yeah.
5-1. Wild hard shot. Did he have a hard shot or something? Did he?
Jordan came a bit unstuck. He snookered himself. Nearly potted out the snooker, and then was left fighting for it.
Them yellows are good, aren't they? Don't really see any trouble here. I think the yellow just below the black spot, he'll probably leave an angle to pull that and maybe kick his awkward yellow out, but fancying Phil to get these. I think he probably just rolled this yellow into the middle. Play the shot I probably said. Unless he's the angle now to get in behind it. Sort of run it through and get in behind the yellow and kick it off. Doesn't really want to run into the yellow because he'd be pushing the yellow down towards the red and black, which might tie it up even worse.
Yeah.
Seems to be going for it anyway. Just
Nice little couple of flicks there.
yeah, he got a lucky little flick there to kick the yellow out because that yellow was on top of the black nearly, only for that last little nudge.
So I asked people to say who they thought should be on stream next. So we've got Ben Davies and Jack Whelan.
Yeah.
Who was the other one?
You scroll down a little bit, you'll be able to. Ben Davies, Jack Whelan. Oh, has Farndrift played Dunster, does he? You need to go further down, don't you? Yeah, on down to winner.
So we've got Tom Cousins, Ricky Jones. Oh no, that's the 5:30 and 6s.
It's the loser. Right? Michael Rhodes got Gillespie. That'll be a good game. So,
Yep. Can you scroll further down?
yeah, Farndrift and Dunster. It's going to be another good one, isn't it?
That will be a good game. Ben Davis, Jack Whelan, you and John McAllister.
Yeah, they're all good games, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yes, Natalia, I'm on the commentary. Nothing else to be doing with myself, so I thought I would just go and share all my knowledge to all the fans.
Like it. Well, you're more than welcome. You've probably talked about the pool more than anyone else.
Yeah. I actually seen Brian on my way past there whenever he's playing a match at the minute.
Yep.
He's
Oh, he
nice
loves it.
Oh,
He loves getting on the mic.
He's raging. I told him I've stole his job. I think he just wants to lose now so he can get his seat back.
We'll have to get you and him commentating together. It'd be battle of the accents.
Oh. Yeah. You need a translator. Yeah, he's made hard work of this fella, hasn't he? He's out of position now. I don't think that yellow passes the red. So
Doesn't look like it.
I'm not really sure what he's going to do now. Tony. Never know. I have a feeling there's another game that'll be on stream. Probably be Farndrift and Dunster. I think that'll be the one.
I don't know. With the way that you and John have just played.
Yeah. Ben Davies, Jack Whelan as well as another.
I reckon it's got to be you. I might put my foot down, you know.
I think you need a few more streams. One stream isn't enough for this field. Everyone wants to watch different games. It's just a.
The only problem I have there is that I actually do have the capabilities to stream up to 3 tables.
Yeah.
But the only problem is, one, obviously this table is in a completely different arena to everything else.
Of course.
And 2, it's keeping control of the other stream as well as this one.
Yeah.
So most of the time, apart from when I was doing the World Championships last year, which everything was right next to each other, so it wasn't too difficult. It's just too much to be able to do more than one at a time. To do it well, anyway.
Yeah.
I'd rather do one table well than
certainly
2 or 3 tables.
This is a great stream for viewing.
Thank you.
100%. Yes, Tony and Natalia would be interesting on the commentary. Certainly would need a translator for that one. Just welded him.
See, look, Jordan playing safeties.
Yeah, well, he had no other option, but if Phil can get off side cushion, top cushion, he can get him behind
Yeah, but
his
come
yellow.
on. There's absolutely no chance whatsoever that Sean Chipperfield would have played a safety there. He'd have figured out some way of potting.
Got the telephone voice, Natalia. Yeah, he's got a chance here if he can get in behind this yellow. Put Jordan in a lot of trouble. Oh, he's played it perfect. Oh, what a great shot. But the red's not touching the cushion, so I think Jordan can just go over and rest on that red, which isn't too bad. That's the thing with the likes of Phil and stuff, their touch on them certain shots is just brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like playing against someone who played old EPA rules.
Yeah, just got the perfect touch, just never really seems to be loose with them sort of shots at all. Yeah. Not sure, Phil, you can double the yellow back across into towards that corner pocket. I think that's probably his. Or he might just double the yellow onto the cushion and try and snooker Jordan on all balls.
So Simon Christian Evans has just said, tell you what, the streaming is bringing Paul back to the brink from the dodo extinction. Hats off to the lads that stream any event, big and small. The little guys always want a shot on the stream. The big guys are getting more from it too. Paul's the winner. Yeah, you're definitely right.
Yeah,
100%.
100%. Pool is definitely, everybody's sort of talking about pool now. It's great to see.
Yep.
Certainly I'm enjoying playing. I've decided to start playing pool a lot more. And
You need to get yourself on one of these Taom shootouts.
yeah, they look good. They look good fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I would be certainly up for one of those.
Have to get in touch with Zach Shepherd or Will Caldwell,
Yeah.
Kevin Moyles. Moyles, was watching earlier.
Yeah.
So Moyles, if you're still watching, get Declan Brennan on one of the shootouts.
Oh, watch me twitch.
Twitch after 25 seconds.
Yeah.
No.
30 seconds. Can't think that fast.
And then it drops down to 15 seconds.
Oh yeah. No.
Savage.
Oh, I'll be way home at that stage.
It's interesting actually what it does to players playing with that kind of shot clock, because some of the fast players think that they've got to play faster.
Yeah.
When they don't, it's actually probably around about their natural shot time.
Oh, he's played what a shot. He's got a really good nudge, but I suppose he deserves it because he's played it really well. But he's just landed absolutely perfect just to run through for the yellow. Well, maybe he hasn't, I don't know, but to me it looks perfect in that stream just to run it through. He's looking to the top pocket actually, maybe not. Tricky with the bridge on there. Yeah, it's one of those. Is just a horrible sort of distance for the cue ball. Sort of.
Papa Webb's just taken another one off Dom Cooney.
Yeah.
Michael Tomlinson's just brought him himself to level pegging.
Yeah. Can he actually?
Not hard enough, Phil.
Can he actually? Is it double possible into that top corner? Round the back of the red.
Back cushion double into the middle.
Yeah.
Failing all else.
Darren Matthews, totally agree. Get yourself involved in these competitions because it's only going to get bigger, these tournaments.
I think he's going for the double at the top.
No, he's going.
No, back double.
Even off, yeah. Still, Shabby needs to win this frame now to get, if he's any chance of winning this match. John Lauder, rail first. John, you would have got that all day long, I know you would. He loves it.
I think I might have seen a couple of shots of John's, or maybe even games of John's on that ball chat and banter.
Oh, you do, John's good for an old creative shot now and again.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Philip Walton.
Nick Finn. Give up, lads.
Are you giving us a ribbon, Nick?
Cheers, Nick.
You're hereby invited down to officially get a poke in the eye.
Shabby's gone for this finish. Like, I know. Like, surely he should have just maybe played a containing shot, maybe got a free shot and made this finish a lot easier. Because I don't know, he's just not thinking clearly at all. Yeah, he's gone mad. Oh my, what's happening here?
Where's it landed?
Oh,
Oh no!
People think that's unlucky, but whenever you put yourself in those positions, you deserve that sort of stuff to happen, because should never have been in that position to play that shot.
No.
And he knows that himself.
So Nick's just said, no mate, it's all the people moaning about Phil's pace.
Oh,
fair play. I'll let you off, Phil. Let you off, Nick.
no worries.
I'll retract the offer of the poke in the eye.
I'll be seeing Nick in a couple of weeks down in Stoke for the first Supreme event.
Yeah.
I look forward to that. Gary Crawford, I'm a man of many talents. we couldn't have you on the stream though. We'd be just getting the mute button. No, I think don't overthink.
So Phil Harrison just came over and basically said that Declan knew better than him.
Yeah, he's actually asked me advice on a shot.
That's
I
I like that. You should be. You should. Your head should get a little bit bigger from that.
Yeah, should. Yeah, he just asked should he have rolled the yellow down towards the black and used his shot, but sometimes in these black ball rules, when you've got a free shot, you might overthink it at times. I think you're just better playing.
Do you know what?
A normal shot.
I talk about that quite a lot, actually. Not necessarily always on stream, but to other people as well. That people do overthink that free shot. It's like, oh, I've got a free shot. I better just use it for something. When actually, if you're perfectly capable of clearing up, just clear up. No messing around.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a difficult shot. Phil had to play anyway, so he's.
Simon Christian Evans, we actually do have capabilities to do that. I just don't have a big enough team of people to be able to have people commentating, people doing all the camera work and everything, and then to have dedicated cameramen too. Otherwise, I would personally quite happily be on the camera getting all the close-up shots. My background's in photography, so
Okay.
I'm perfectly happy to be camera operating.
I think the stream's top quality anyway, guys. It shouldn't be.
Thank you very much.
Should be happy with what you're watching. I know I am.
So when are we getting you on stream for a money match then, Declan?
Oh God, I don't know. I haven't. I've nobody sort of. Oh, what's he done here? He's sniggering.
No, I think he's left it for himself in the middle.
No, he's not. He's not. I can't believe he's played for that.
It actually looks like it goes on the overhead,
No.
but clearly by his face and reaction, it
He has
doesn't.
to swear. It's just very strange sort of shot choices that he's making. No. It's just. He's gifted Phil 3 or 4 frames here that I've seen. Yeah, a lot of viewers are happy with the stream, with the comments.
Good stuff.
So
Cheers, Santa. Thank you very much, Adam.
Neil Raybone is 8-7 up on Jordan Church. So that's going to the wire by the looks of things. Steve Webster's 8-5 up on Dom Cooney.
Christy Coldfield 8-1 up on Shane Webster.
Scott Ross beating Ross Fernie 7-3 in all Scottish tie. Joe Hutton 3-2 up on our old mate Brian.
That's insane that that's only 3-2 when
Yeah.
you look at how many frames have been played in the other matches.
Yeah. Did they start at the same time? Yeah.
Oh, apparently they started later.
No, they actually haven't. They've actually started.
I know.
Yeah. Okay. Totally agree, lads. I haven't seen Jordan play as bad as this for a while.
I think he was a bit rattled when he first walked in.
Yeah, he just didn't. He's not settled from the start, really, and it's just kept getting worse. Just making bad decisions all the time. Oh, Phil's actually just left himself. Just dropped this in. Oh, he's when you're
Bit of use of the jaw.
6-1 up and everyone's going your way, you just get them nudges, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
(7-1). I think it's getting to the stage now where Jordan just wants to get out of there.
Yeah, the look on his face definitely says so.
Regroup for the losers maybe, but anything can happen in this game. A few dry breaks and you never know, but I think Phil's a bit too solid to be letting this lead slip now. Especially with the way Jordan is. Just doesn't seem to be focused. Oh, that white jumped out of the middle as well. No. I don't even think Jordan's seen that. Thank God, he probably would have been another little thing to add to the pain he's in.
John Worsley, I won't be going to Yarmouth. I don't play World Rules anymore. It's been a little while, couple of years. Switched over to Blackball.
Now that the new Supreme rules are going to start up, be interesting to see how World Rules goes in, because for me,
it will.
For me, it's now the third choice of rule sets to play, because the Supreme rules are.
Have you played them yet?
Yeah, I
on
played
the
them.
Supreme.
Yeah, I actually like them more than the Blackball rules as well.
Do you?
I do. Yeah. I think it's a perfect balance, but just simple little things.
Interesting.
The one shot off the breaks. If you put the white in and you only give away one shot, I think black ball's a bit too punishing, giving a free shot away.
And being able to put the ball anywhere.
And another thing, you break the balls and get a ball. You can't play a red onto a yellow in Supreme rules.
Yep.
So it gives.
I actually kind of like that about black ball rules, though.
Do you?
Yeah.
I think it's just. I think it's a little bit too easy at times. You know,
Yeah, I
for
suppose.
for the real top level.
Yeah, I suppose.
It gives you it gives you a little bit more hope in your chair if you a bit more work to do. You know. Obviously, it's great playing the black ball. And if the balls are falling nice for you and you can play reds on the yellows, you're laughing. But just make the game a little bit more difficult at times. Makes it a bit more interesting.
That's actually quite funny. Simon Christian Evans says, World Rules going to die very quickly. I play World Rules and I hate it. I prefer black ball, and I'm a fudger, so you wouldn't think it, but no, black ball's much better. You're twisting my melon, man. Perfect.
Perfect, yeah. Dan O'Rourke, Jacob, do you even play a pool?
Oh, don't even bite to him, honestly. He does a bit of commentating for me every now and again.
Alright, okay.
Oh, he did.
He's having a dig, is he?
He did do a bit of commentating for me every now and again. Apparently he doesn't want to anymore.
James is digging there as well.
He's a good mate of mine.
Yeah.
Didn't even realise you were watching, Jenksy. He's the guy that played Reggie Gill recently.
Alright, okay.
Yeah.
How'd that go? I haven't followed.
It was interesting. Jenks won
Right.
in the end, but they definitely had a bit of a slog fest on their hands. Yeah, it lasted a very long time. I didn't stream it. It was on somebody else's.
Yeah, it was. Breaking Dish, yeah. Just out of curiosity, what is I've seen the battle statistics you have now, so.
Yeah, look, we'll whack them up for you.
How's the standard been?
So Phil Harrison's had 2 break dishes, 1 dry break.
Well,
Jordan's not had any not had any of the things come up. He's not had any break dishes, no reverse dishes, no dry breaks, no foul breaks.
So
He's
he's
been
got
making a ball every time.
So yeah, wow, that's interesting. Right there, you can get a dry one up from now. We've just put the jinx on him, haven't you?
Yeah, he's just had a dry break. Look.
Yeah,
He just wanted a statistic, didn't he?
yeah. He wanted to get a number on that board.
Matthew Richards said you're allowed to give up and walk out. Yeah, he did. Who was it? Who was it? Marshy? Yeah, it was Marshy. So when we were at the, I was at the town shootout. I was doing photography for it this time round, as it was on Free Sports, and Jordan and Marshy were playing. And at one point, Marshy threw the white towel onto the table. Brilliant. during the match.
I think Marshy could have done with the white towel yesterday.
Yeah.
Was it Billy Webster, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. 11-2.
Yeah.
Wow.
Savage.
I know that's Seb's brother, is it? It's Seb's brother, is it? Yeah. Never know, Adam. Cheers.
Billy said it's because he's got a new pair of glasses and he can see better.
Seen something like that, yeah. He just lost to Ben Davies there, didn't he? 11-8. Close enough game.
Brilliant. John Worsley said the stream of Jenks versus Gill started in black and white and finished in Ultra 4K HD. It took so long. Excellent. Excellent. I think there was some very good banter on that as well. That was on the same night as the town shootout.
They both had a birthday party as well that night. Yeah, I haven't actually watched Billy Webster play, but he won the under-23s in Brid, didn't he?
Did he? Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He did, yeah. I think he did. So he's definitely he's definitely one.
Frank Fay, I hate to tell you, bud, but Ronan McCarthy isn't even here.
Yeah.
So that might be a bit of an ask.
McCarthy's not got as much knowledge as me. He hasn't played the game long enough. Always asking me for advice and all, you know. You know yourself, Frank. Nine 1 now. Was that a reverse dish?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. It's been there hasn't been a lot of one visit stuff in this match as well. Like they both sort of had chances and a lot of frames, haven't
Yeah, for sure.
they? He didn't hit them well. Sort of hit the side of the front ball. And White's gone in. Yeah.
White's in. Oh.
Yeah.
Right then, Jordan. What have you got?
Advice on Chinese.
So the other half on cameras, as soon as that Chinese was mentioned, she just rubbed her stomach.
Oh yeah.
Advice on Chinese. Yeah, where's the nearest one?
Yeah. You know Walsby putting up Frank on a Saturday. Down in Exeter, no?
Fair comment, Simon Evans. Says to clear up the previous comment about world rules, if you're not a high standard but the skill shot becomes rare, so covering bags still works in black ball. You can't deliberately foul and remove it, which you can in world rules to gain an advantage, so being a fudger still works if you're in the lower leagues.
Yeah, and Shabby's sort of the cue balls all over the place here at the minute. They bumped that in nicely. Who had ridden between Ronan and Niall?
Perfect.
Well, I've heard a few rumours now.
And we've got a reverse dish on the board for Jordan. Go on, Jordan. Go on, son.
Ronan's been telling me he's been giving the boy Wonder a few bootings up in the house now
Has
and
he?
again. He also told him he didn't pay up his full bet there a while ago. He owed him $265, and Ronan wouldn't let him in the house until he paid up. Don't know how true that is. Ronan can tell a few lies now and again as well, but he seemed to be pretty certain that Boy Wonder was $265 short of a score. Thanks, Nick.
That's a big break.
Yeah, good win.
That's a very big break.
Good win for myself against Tom.
Right then, Jordan.
Nice to get a victory over him after him beating me in the Supreme event last year. But
This is a no holds barred speed pool.
yeah, that's the thing with Sheppy though. If he starts going on like this here, he can rattle off frames very quickly and start making Phil think sitting in his chair. He was 9-1 up, he could be 9-6 in a matter of minutes. That's a break dish.
I'd love to see how quick that was.
Take your time.
Jordan, 14-1. Get in there. Yeah, all of he must have heard about the statistics because now he's got 3.
Yeah.
He's had a break dish, a reverse dish, and a dry break in 3 frames.
Yeah.
Get in there. I have to start calling him Yes to the Statistics.
Tony Green. Come on, Sheppy. You bow-legged you.
Oh God, that's the fastest break dish I've ever seen. Brilliant. I once potted 5 yellows, and then cleared the remaining balls.
Don't need to correct yourself, Tony. I know what you tried to say.
And I reckon that was still quicker. And I only had 3 balls left to pot.
I haven't really. The yellows look really good here, don't they? Yeah. Got one yellow next to the red. It's only sort of tricky yellow he has. But you'd be fancying Phil to get these. Although he's not played that well. He's sort of quitting that a wee bit. He didn't go through the white.
but it's not like he's without options.
No,
He's got the ball over the pocket down here to use. Although
Yeah.
obviously it's not ideal to use it now, but I mean he's left himself with not a great deal more on.
Yeah, it's just a little bit trickier now. Raybone 9-8 up on Jordan Church now. Ross Fernie's pulling it back against Scott Ross, back to 7-6. Brian Halgrove 5-2 down to Joe Hutton. Oh, he's played that really well. Cued that really nice.
Bit random. Jenks, are those Beard Productions the stickers around the table? No. I wouldn't have said they were.
Yeah, so that's 10-3 now. It was a breaking dish, yeah.
Yeah, it was a breaking dish.
Yeah. Steve Webster, Dom Cooney, 8 apiece. Christy Caulfield on the hill against Shane Webster, 10-3.
Anyway, Jenksy, you should be here.
I think that was Jordan's last shot in this match. Fancy him getting these reds in there.
Jordan just wanted that last statistic in, look.
He potted the white
He's got
by
one
the
on
way.
each of the statistics now.
He'd be happy. He'd be happy he's filled the board now, wouldn't he? Should be all over. You'd back your house on fill to clear these up now. These reds.
I'll tell you what, he's got a little bit fortunate with how they've landed.
Yeah, they could have actually went bad there. Really, I'm actually a bit surprised he played it like that. Just full stretch there. Who's the next stream game on then for
Well,
the loser round?
we haven't actually been streaming the losers round.
Oh, have you not? No.
No.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No. Seb's actually said he wants a losers match on next. He said Jack Whelan v Ben Davis on the 8 o'clock session.
Okay. it'll be Jack Whalen against Ben Davies at the 8 p.m.
Yeah, I think it looks like we're going to have one in between as well.
Yeah, that's it all over. Phil Harrison marches on. That's that. I enjoyed spending.
Very well played, Phil. Thank you very much, Declan.
Not a problem. I enjoyed just sitting in and passing a bit of time. So
Yeah, brilliant.
if I'm about and I'm free later or whatever,
Excellent. You're more than welcome.
I'll call in again. All right.
Cheers, bud.
Much.